What is up, everybody, and welcome back to The Intern. Today is who has the highest potential next season. These are going to be people that I feel like when you really look down to it, they could have maybe a lower floor. They're not really people that you could be 100% certain on. Maybe they have a decent higher floor anyways too. But at the same time, these are people that are going to boom. These are people that if everything hits for them, it's going to be the perfect situation and everything's going to go right for them. There's a couple people on here that on this list I feel like is going to really improve, that has improved during the offseason. But there's other people on this list that I feel like with everything that's been going on with them, they're kind of at their maybe a lower point of price that you can get for somebody to go a little bit higher. Other than that, I hope you guys join the community on the Fantasy Sports Advice Network. Over there, you can see my rankings, my full rankings. If you want to see where these people rank upon others, you can join the community. You'll be able to see when videos get uploaded. You'll be able to watch the videos even on there. You'll also be able to look at football, basketball, and baseball kind of feeds and really join the community over. If you want to see my full rankings, you're going to have to become pro, sadly. But you can join with the link down in the description. Other than that, let's just get started. So the first one coming up is going to be Alex Sarr, and I have him here first for a reason. Alex Sarr, obviously being the number 2 overall pick, has some potential on him. I think a lot of people are going to overrate that potential than others, where I would say, you know, there's certain rankings he's at because maybe these prospects don't do as good compared to other prospects in the past. But at the same time, after Alex Sarr had a horrible, and I mean horrible, summer league, I do believe Alex Sarr with the Wizards can form and can grow from there. I feel like there is some growing points to learn. I feel like he is a young prospect to learn. And let's be honest, when you look at the Washington Wizards, with them having an ability to really transfer some talent there because of all the opportunities that are there as well with veterans, Alex Sarr is in a good place. It truthfully is probably the best place to be. You can maybe not like the franchise as much, say the talent development isn't there, but at the same time, Alex Sarr is Alex Sarr, and he is in the best place that's with great talent skills. I mean, imagine a big man that can block, that can shoot threes. Think of a Chet Holmgren on your team. You would want somebody like that. Alex Sarr is probably somebody that is at a lower price right now. And I feel like he has the tools for everything to boom for him. He has the opportunities for everything to boom for him. So this is somebody that I would look at because you're going to get someone that has decent stocks, can shoot the 3-ball, can score. You want that on your team. Up next, we have Josh Giddey. I think an obvious one, in my opinion, when you look at Josh Giddey with the Chicago Bulls, this could be one of their main players for the future. And I think that's the biggest thing to take away from this, is that when you really look at Josh Giddey, he's someone that's going to be able to probably be a main guy for them, even if they would want to rebuild. Josh Giddey at 21, 22 years old, maybe at the time. I don't know when's Josh Giddey's birthday, but I think he's still 21, which is crazy to say. Josh Giddey is somebody that I could see do very well in a Bulls environment of being the main facilitator for them. Was a main facilitator for the Thunder, but, you know, Shea did take up a little bit of that, being someone that can work with scoring guards like Kobe White, someone that with Zach LaVine even, someone that could, you know, use his body, started to learn that in these past 2 years, and I think is now really going to develop that with the Chicago Bulls. I'm excited to see what he does because I think there is a case that he could win Most Improved Player, and he has, you know, probably more touches. I mean, he's not going to play 3 minutes in a playoff game. Here, he's going to play 30 a night and not make the playoffs, let's be honest here. So Josh Giddey is in a place that he can really hit and really grow for some. Up next, we have Jonathan Kuminga, another player that the Warriors need, somebody that can really elevate this team and really grow as a superstar. They wanted Lauri Markkanen, didn't work out. They get Jonathan Kuminga here, where I think Jonathan Kuminga is somebody that is super young. Let's not forget that when he came into the league, he was like 18, 19 years old. So super, super young. Someone that is great as an athletic wing that you want in the NBA, works very well with the Warriors. I don't see a way where we don't see Jonathan Kuminga at least get a little bit of a boost. It's just I feel like his floor is higher, and I could see his ceiling being super tremendously high, but do we get that full ceiling? I don't really know. That's the point where I'm at right now, but I still feel like he is going to boom more than hurt with others. Up next, we have Keontae George, someone that I have been really high on since the draft, honestly, when he was coming out of Baylor. Keontae George looks like he could have the reins of this team if Lauri Markkanen leaves. Right now, when I look at the Jazz, there's really 3 main players I can say for sure. make a great team with them, and that is Keontae George, Lauri Markkanen, and Walker Kessler. And with them trying to trade Walker Kessler a little bit, and with them trying to trade Lauri Markkanen a little bit, Keontae George is the only person that, as a guard, works out very well for them. This is someone that is going to be able to facilitate. This is someone that is going to be able to score the three ball, for example. Keontae George showed honestly more that he could pass, which was so shocking to see, than even shoot the three ball. Keontae George, to me, if Lauri's gone, is the guy. And you want somebody like that on your team. If they're shopping Lauri, granted, sign a contract extension, still a tradable contract in the future if they would not want to do that, he has the potential to jump up. This is also third-year jumps where you see this a lot, that their third year, they really hit this huge boost. This is the year to do it for Keontae George. I think he has the players around him. You got forwards that are there. You have a decent center. You have Lauri there. Keontae George is kind of prime for this kind of jump up, and I'm really all for it, in my opinion. Up next, we have Brandon Podziemski. I've already talked about Podziemski a lot on this channel, that I'm expecting big things from him. This is somebody that is now going to be certified in the starting lineup for the Warriors. Told Klay Thompson that if you do come back, you're on the bench for this guy. Of course, he's not coming back. Podziemski is somebody that is also heavily, and I mean heavily, going to be involved in their offense. Someone that is going to be shooting the three balls. You want to get those 3 points for fantasy. So Brandon Podziemski is another person that I do believe is going to have a good year for the Warriors, going to be able to be somebody that grows for the Warriors. Again, like I said with the Warriors, they need new stars. They need players to really elevate this game. You're going to see a lot of their young talent that's going to have to jump up if they want to win. Brandon Podziemski and Jonathan Kuminga are the first two that are really there when it comes down to it. I'm excited to see what Brandon Podziemski does, because again, I expect really big things from him, and I think we'd rather see a big jump up from him. Up next, we have Cam Thomas, another person I've talked about on this channel. Cam Thomas is another person that when you look at the Nets and you look at a points-wise, maybe not good as 9-cat, but if you look at points-wise, Cam Thomas can get you a lot of fantasy. He's going to be somebody that's going to have the ball in his hands a lot. He's going to be able to be shooting shots and scoring a lot. Granted, you might miss out on a lot of points with minuses or something like that, but at the same time, you're going to be able to score the ball way more than that. Say he hits a 3 and it's, 4 or 3 in your leagues and a missed shot is 1. You rather him just keep taking the shots because it's going to be worth it in the end. Cam Thomas is somebody that is going to be doing that for the Brooklyn Nets when they try to lose. So I'm excited to see what the Brooklyn Nets can do and what the Brooklyn Nets are going to want to do with a Cam Thomas. And last but certainly not least, they have on opposite ends of each other, Carlton Carrington or Bub Carrington is someone that I feel like I've seen in a lot of leagues. A lot of people aren't high on him, even though a great summer league showed it. He's the one for me that I could see him becoming a real star in this league. I think Bub is somebody that when you look at the Wizards, they address something that they absolutely needed, which was playmaking. Bub Carrington is just that. Someone that can pass the ball. Someone that is going to be shifty. Someone that can find the open man. And with a Wizards team that's going to need that with a Jordan Poole, with a Kyle Kuzma, with an Alex Sarr, with a Jonas Valanciunas even, Bub Carrington is primed for a good role. Now, Malcolm Brogdon being there does hurt him a little bit in the future. Does hurt him for now, but I do think that, or hurts him now more than the future. But I do think that Bub Carrington is going to be able to overcome it. We see this talent kind of prevail in the end of the day for a lot of players. And I think Bub Carrington is going to be a problem in the league. I think he's going to be somebody that's going to be able to overcome, the obstacles of Malcolm Brogdon, because he's not the future. Bub Carrington is. And he's going to be able to learn how to play make with these veterans as well. I would really love a Bub Carrington on my team rather than not, in my opinion, for the price that he's going for. Other than that, I hope you guys enjoy. Let me know what you think down in the comments below. I will see you in the next one. Goodbye.